Hey guys, new intro for this week. I know you guys are so excited to get into the video, but I have to stop you really quick. We are at 1 year here on YouTube, so thank you guys very much for getting us to 1 year on YouTube. We're looking forward to many years in the future. We are going to do a 1 week full of giveaways. We have two $50 giveaways. We have a mini helmet signed by Chris Johnson. We have a World Series replica ring, and we have a bobblehead giveaway that we're going to do. So 5 days of giving. And we're going to give all of those away on our Friday live show. So to get into those live drawings, you have to comment down below Bear Pack on any of our videos Monday through Friday, and we will get you in that wheel. We're going to spin the wheel 5 times. We're going to give away all 5 gifts. So thank you guys for all the support that you've given us over the year. So thank you guys so much. We're looking forward to the future. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Tuesday, October 17th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start it off.
Yeah, and I was 0-1 on Saturday because I gave out South Carolina on the money line versus Florida. This game absolutely hurt my soul because South Carolina was in control of this game pretty much the entire time, like I predicted. They were up 37-27 with 9 minutes left, and they proceeded to allow 2 unanswered touchdowns, and they lost this game by a score of 41-39. So that was absolutely tough.
Seth?
Yeah, and I took KU minus 3.5. Stillwater was rocking, and Jason Bean did not look good in the whole second half, so they were not able to cover that.
Yeah, and then the record on there is wrong. I told Trey 1-2 because I took him plus 3.5. That's what it came out as. But when I watched it back, I said +3. So it's going to be 0-2. It was the game of the year, the Oregon Ducks +3 going up against the Washington Huskies. I'm not going to make excuses. A push is a push. But if you watch the game, I think Oregon really outplayed Washington. I also had the money line in the under in the game, and Oregon did make a huge stop, and all we needed was Oregon to run the clock down just a little bit more, get a couple first downs, and we would have went 3-0. But football's a game of inches. We all know it. The Oregon Ducks could not convert on third down, could not convert on fourth down. Credit to Washington. They went right down their throats and scored the game-winning touchdown, killing the under and killing the Oregon money line. But we did push a really tough pill to swallow on a Saturday afternoon, but hopefully we're going to bounce back today on some Tuesday night action. Let's get into the games. We're going to be looking at one game only. We're going to be breaking down Western Kentucky going up against Jacksonville State. The other 2 games are going to be on our members side, so go check that out if you want to become a member of our YouTube channel. It's going to be Western Kentucky on the road, -7. The over-under is 60 points. Trey, I'll start with you.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to watch this game. I really like Western Kentucky's pass offense, and I love Jacksonville State's head coach, Rich Rodriguez. So I am all here for this game. But I'm going to be taking the road team here, and I'm going to be buying a half point. So give me Western Kentucky -6.5 in this game. I fully expect the Hilltoppers to win this game by at least a touchdown here because Western Kentucky, they enter this game 4-2 and are 4-2 ATS as well. And it is their offense leading them this season, primarily their pass offense. That's because the Hilltoppers, they average 32.2 points per game, and they average 287 passing yards per game, which is the 26th highest in the country. And I'm not sure that Jacksonville State can keep up with Western Kentucky in this game. And that's because they come to this game with a 5-2 record and are 4-2-1 ATS. But Jacksonville State, I really don't think they've played any good competition yet, especially in their wins, because their wins have been against UTEP, Eastern Tennessee State, which is an FCS team, Eastern Michigan, Sam Houston State, and Middle Tennessee State. Those 4 FBS teams have a combined record of 8-19. That is no bueno. So give me the much better team here and the more battle-tested team with Western Kentucky. I'm taking them -6.5 against Jacksonville State.
Seth?
Yeah, as everybody knows, I don't like taking whole numbers, so I'm also going to go to the alternate spread and take Western Kentucky -6.5. Western Kentucky is looking to move to 5-2 and win their 3rd straight game, whereas Jacksonville State is looking to get out of a little slump after losing last week's game. Western Kentucky is the home team here. Therefore, I do like them to cover the spread in this one as they have a very, very strong offense. Their defense hasn't been great, but Jacksonville State is only averaging 28 points per game. It's normally their defense that keeps them in games, but despite how good this Jacksonville State defense has been, I think they will really struggle to keep the Hilltoppers offense in check in this one. Their defense has given up 61 points over their last 2 games, and I think they will really struggle here against Western Kentucky. So I will stick with Western Kentucky to cover the points here on the alternate spread and win by a touchdown at -6.5.
Yeah, give me the lone wolf. I'm going to take Jacksonville State here. I'm going to buy the half point, take them +7.5. I know that West Kentucky has a really good quarterback and a really good offense, but the defense is going to let them down in this game. Jacksonville State defensively has been really good at forcing turnovers, so we might even get a couple extra possessions in this game for Jacksonville State. They're going to want to run the ball a ton in this game, going up against West Kentucky, who gives up 194 yards per game on the ground. They are the 12th worst team in the nation in yards per attempt on the ground. So that's going to be a big factor in this game for Jacksonville State. West Kentucky is going to throw the ball a ton. That's just what they do. But I do think at home, Jacksonville State will be able to keep up running the ball and controlling the clock. I will take the free touchdown and the extra possession with the plus 7.5. I kind of also like the over, so I'm just going to throw the over on there. West Kentucky is going to throw the ball every single time, and hopefully Jacksonville State is going to run the ball and score every possession as well. So I like the over, and I like the plus 7.5 as my 2 plays. Let's move on to the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I went 0-1 on Saturday. I gave out Brady Cook over 271.5 passing yards versus Kentucky. I was really confident in this play, but he honestly had his least productive game because he only threw for 167 passing yards in this game and even had a season low, only 29 pass attempts. So it was kind of out of my hands, nothing I could do. Missouri still put up 40-plus points in this game, but it was not because of Brady Cook.
Seth?
Yeah, and I had Daniel Highshaw anytime touchdown. That did not hit because KU got down really early in that game, and they had to kind of abandon the run early in the game and throw it more. Their tight end ended up catching 2 touchdowns, but there was nothing much in the way of running.
Yeah, and then I also went 0-1. I sent my records in after the game of the year, so I might have been a little bit insane. So I might have told Trey the wrong records, but I had Sam Hartman over 263.5 passing yards as my play going up against USC. Notre Dame did not need the pass in the game. They dominated Caleb Williams, picking him off several times. The Fighting Irish had multiple possessions starting inside USC's territory, so no need to pass the ball for them. They dominated that game. Sam Hartman went way under 263.5 yards, so bad pick there. Let's sweep the board today, though, boys. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to be going over to the rushing yards here. And I'm going to be going with LaDamian Webb over 80.5 rushing yards going up against the University of Southern Mississippi. I really love this over for Webb in this game because he's getting a great matchup in this game versus Southern Miss. Not to mention the fact that Webb himself is just a stud running back because Webb, he's hit this over, as you guys can see, in 50% of his games so far this year. And I think that we're going to land on the right side of the coin here in this game because Webb, he comes in this game averaging only 14 carries per game, but he does turn that into 79 rushing yards, which is right at this number. But I think his matchup here against Southern Miss is going to be allowing him to smash over his average here. That's because Southern Miss, they allow the 21st most rushing yards per game in the entire country. They allow 191 rushing yards per game. And Webb, he has 51% of the team's total rushing yards this season. So that projects him to finish right around 97 rushing yards in this game, which is over this number. So give me LaDamian Webb to go over this number in this game pretty easily. I'm taking him to go over 80.5 rush yards versus Southern Miss.
Yeah, Trey, I want to point out I'm very upset at myself for not seeing that before you because this is the best play on the board, 100%. I mean, he might even get over 200. I'm not even joking. He is that good of a running back going up against that bad of a rush defense. So great pick there, Seth.
Yeah, and I'm going to go to a Middle Tennessee receiving prop, and I'm going to take Elijah Metcalf over 61.5 receiving yards. Metcalf has been the most consistent target for Middle Tennessee this year, and QB Nicholas Vattiato does what he can and looks Metcalf's way frequently. Metcalf has hit this over in 2 of his last 4 games, but in his last game, he missed this by 0.5, so he's been right there in 3 of his last 4. I get this is risky because Liberty's defense is pretty good, but my thought process here is that they are likely going to be trailing in this game and playing from behind, so they're going to have to throw the ball more in this one. Therefore, with my theory, I'm going to take the best and most consistent receiver for Middle Tennessee to hit his over here, as they should be throwing the ball quite a bit in this game.
Yeah, Seth, good pick there as well. For my player prop, I'm going to talk about someone you just talked about. It's going to be Nicholas Vattiato to go over 244.5 passing yards going up against Liberty. So far this season, Middle Tennessee only has 2 wins. One came against Louisiana Tech and one came against Murray State. Despite only winning 2 games, Nicholas has been a very good option at quarterback for them this season. He has gone over this number in 5 consecutive games, having 400 yards against Jacksonville State 2 games ago. On the season, he's recorded 1,824 yards while adding 11 touchdowns. He is going to be busy in this game going up against Liberty in what should be a shootout between the 2 teams. They are also 14-point dogs, so you can't imagine they're going to be down early in this game and going to be passing a lot late in the game. He also has 3 really good targets to throw to. Seth talked about one of them, so give me Nicholas Vattiato to go over 244.5 passing yards against Liberty as my play. Guys, let's not say goodbye. Let's pull up the graphic, Trey. Seth, start us off.
Yeah, I have Western Kentucky on the alt spread at -6.5, and then I took Elijah Metcalf. It's actually changed to over 61.5 since then, but I still like it because they're probably going to be throwing the ball a lot in that game.
Trey?
And I'm going with Western Kentucky here, -6.5 in their game. I fully expect them to be able to win by a touchdown here. And then I also got LaDamian Webb over 80.5 rush yards versus Southern Miss. Like Bear said, he might be able to sniff 200 in this game.
That's such a good play. I'm pissed at myself. Jacksonville State +7.5, and then I'm not going to do it again. Over 244.5 passing yards. Guys, that's going to do it for NCAA football plays for Tuesday, October 17th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's two options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month. A little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there, Trey. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.